Over the past several years, it's become more and more evident why food plots are so important on your property.
Having food plots provide deer with added nutrition that get them through times of stress and give you a great place to hunt. Now the people at Hunter Specialties have created the Vita-Rack Seed Mixes to give you a great variety of seeds to plant in your food plots.
Okay, Hunter Specialties has a great line of seed mixes for your food plots. Now, I've used Hunter Specialty seeds for the past several years on my property and I've had great success with them.
Now I see a lot of different variety and bag sizes. Now what are the differences between these?
Okay, I'll go through each of the mixes we have here. Now the first one we have is the winter forage. Now this is a great mix of rape, clover, and turnips. Now I've planted this on my property, and in the wintertime, the deer absolutely tear these turnips up. Now a great feature about each bag of Vita-Rack, it has instructions on how to plant them. You can see on the back here we have a planting map. It'll tell you when to plant the food plots in your area. It also gives you instructions on fertilizing, site selection, site preparation, and how to get rid of unwanted plants in the food plot. The next bag we have here is a Vita-Rack Whitetail Clover Mix. Now it has a variety of clovers in the bag.
Now why does it have a wide variety of clovers and not just one?
Well, a variety of clovers is better because each one has different characteristics about it. So having a variety will ensure that no matter where you plant this at, you'll have a good stand of clover on your property. Now, this big bag I have here is Vita-Rack Booming Beans. Now this is a mix of 2 different types of peas and 2 different types of soybeans. And this is intended to be planted in the springtime and is a great crop for the spring and summer months to help fulfill deer's nutritional needs. Now the last bag we have here is the Easy Grow. Now this is a mix of different types of ryegrass, clover, and rape, and makes a great fall and early winter food plot mix. Okay, one great thing about Vita-Rack Seed Mixes is they can help save you money on fertilizer.
How does it do that?
Okay, these mixes have clover and beans in them. And clover and beans puts nitrogen back into the soil. Now how they do this is they take nitrogen from the air and deposit it into the soil. Now clover will actually deposit back 150 pounds of nitrogen per acre. The nitrogen is really important in seed germination and cereal grains and corn. It will also help plants like brassicas grow well because those plants don't produce their own nitrogen. Now, fertilizer is really expensive, so using Vita-Rack Seed Mixes in part of a crop rotation will help save you money in the long run.
Andrew, what are the benefits of having a food plot on your property?
Okay, you mentioned it earlier, and that's nutrition. You know, having year-round nutrition will really help deer get through times of stress and will help them be more healthy.
What time of year are deer in nutrition stress?
Okay, there are a few times that deer are in nutrition stress. One is when a doe is pregnant and when she's nursing. Now this is really an overlooked part of deer health and herd health, because if a doe is stressed when she's pregnant or nursing, that means that fawn won't be as healthy as it could be. Another major time is when bucks are in velvet or when they're growing their antlers out. Now if a buck's getting proper nutrition when he's growing his antlers, he'll grow to his full potential. Another great reason to have food plots on your property is to draw deer and keep them on your property. Now about 10 years ago we started planting food plots on my property, and we were amazed at the number of deer that were coming over from the neighbors and staying on us because we had the food that they wanted to eat.
Well, I'm really impressed with how well you all do on your property with food plots. Now, how much of your property should actually be planted in food plots?
Well, depending on your property, it's recommended to have about 5 or 6% of it in food plots. Now, this will be hard to do on some properties based on terrain and the timber stands. Now, one thing that we noticed when we started planting food plots is the deer were just wiping out everything that we planted. So we had to change our strategies, add larger food plots, and spread them out more across our property. When you're starting out planting food plots, it'll definitely be an experiment process until you get down pat what you can grow on your property.
Now, if I'm starting a new food plot, what steps do I need to take?
Okay, the first step you're going to want to take is to take a proper soil sample. Now, you can go to your local farmer co-op and they can give you a soil probe and tell you where to send in your soil sample and how to take it.
Why are soil samples so important?
Okay, these soil samples are important because they tell you what needs to be added to the soil when you're planting a food plot. Now, great thing about all these bags of seed mixes is they tell you what needs to be added to the soil to properly grow that bag of seed.
Now, what if I don't have the proper equipment to plant a food plot?
Well, you don't really need big farm equipment to plant a food plot. You can use maybe a small garden tractor, ATV with the right accessories, or you can even use a garden tiller. Now, if you want to do bigger food plots and don't have the equipment, you can call your local private lands officer and they can get you in contact with a local contractor and they can put the food plots in for you. Now, Katie, one thing I recommend picking up is this Planting Food Plots instructional DVD from Hunter Specialties. And this will go over all the steps you need to take when establishing new food plots, how to maintain them, and to plant all these Vita-Rack seed mixes.
Now, with a great variety of these Vita-Rack seed mixes that will increase the deer nutrition on your property, it makes these a must-have product.
That's right, Katie. For more information on Vita-Rack seed mixes, to watch this segment again, and to purchase these products, go to musthaveoutdoors.com.